If you stick around for just the next 2 minutes, you'll never look at women the same way again. Why? Because here's a truth most men ignore until it's too late. Women test men all the time. Some do it without realizing. Others, they do it with intent. And if you don't understand the game, you're going to get caught in it again and again and again. Ever had that gut-wrenching feeling where nothing makes sense? One day she's warm and affectionate. The next, she's distant, almost like a stranger. One moment, she's laughing at your jokes, texting you first, making you feel like the only man in the room. Then suddenly, silence. Cold replies, no emojis. You ask her if something's wrong. She says, no, I'm just busy. Sound familiar? That's not just confusion, it's strategy. Some women, consciously or not, create emotional turbulence. Not because they're evil, but because uncertainty gives them control. They know when a man is chasing clarity, he's easy to lead, easy to manipulate. But here's why you're here. In this video, I'll break down the real psychology behind female mind games, why they happen, how to recognize them, and more importantly, how to stay 10 steps ahead without losing your calm, your confidence, or your soul. And before we dive in, if you've ever felt like you were stuck in someone else's emotional game, hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Spirit. Let's sharpen your awareness, reclaim your power, and never get played again. Sign 1, the mixed signals game. When she's warm, then cold, then warm again. Do you ever feel like you're chasing something you'll never catch? One day, she's laughing at your jokes, replying within seconds, maybe even the one making plans. Then, out of nowhere, her messages go flat. No smiley faces, no excitement. Just short, dull replies. You ask, is everything okay? She says, I'm just busy. But deep inside, you know it's not just about being busy. You're being tested. Some women use emotional inconsistency like a weapon. They create uncertainty because it makes them feel in control. They know that if a man is hooked on approval, he'll chase. He'll try harder. He'll blame himself. And most guys fall right into the trap. They panic. They double text. They rewind every conversation in their heads, trying to crack some invisible code. Let me tell you about Ryan. He met a girl named Zoe. Smart, fun, full of energy. At first, she was all in. Quick texts, spontaneous meetups, long calls at night. But then it started. She'd cancel last minute, reply hours later, act vague and distant. Ryan was confused, but when he backed off, she'd come rushing back with, I've been thinking about you. Sound familiar? Ryan liked her, but he felt like a yo-yo in someone else's hand. Until one day, he didn't play along. When she pulled away, he stayed grounded. When she ran hot and cold, he didn't flinch. When she tried to spark jealousy, he acted unbothered. And slowly, everything shifted. Because here's the truth. A woman only plays this game with a man she believes she can shake. But the moment she realizes her inconsistency no longer controls your energy, she either steps up or disappears, and both are wins. So next time she pulls the hot-cold trick, don't react, don't beg, don't explain. Just move forward like nothing happened. Because to a man who values himself, it doesn't matter. Ever felt like you were caught in someone else's emotional roller coaster? Drop your story in the comments. And if you're done playing games, smash that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Spirit for more mindset mastery. Sign 2, the bait and ignore tactic. This one, it's a classic. She drops little hints that make you lean in. You're different from other guys. She sends that playful late-night text. She lingers in conversation a little longer than usual, and you think, yeah, she's into me. But the moment you return that energy, she disappears. Suddenly she's busy. Takes hours to reply. Goes cold. Then, just when you stop caring, she reels you back in. Why? Because she never wanted you. She wanted the attention. See, some women don't want connection. They want confirmation. They want to feel desired, powerful. They collect male attention the way others collect sneakers. Not to use, but to feel like they have options. There's a truth hidden in plain sight. The moment you stop being useful to someone, their true motives show. So how do you handle this game? Simple. You reverse it. You flip the script. When she sends that flirty text, don't bite. Take your time. When she shows interest again, don't reward the inconsistency. Stay cool. Maybe even a little distant. Most guys don't do this. They feed the flame. They validate. They prove. But the man who can walk away without resentment, without explanation, he's the one she remembers. Let me tell you about Ethan. He met a woman named Leah. She was charming, playful, seemed serious. She flirted like she meant it, teased him, opened up, even hinted at a future. But the moment Ethan asked her out for something real, she pulled away, said she was too busy, said she wasn't ready. At first, Ethan waited, played along, tried harder, until one day he stopped. No drama, no final text, just silence. A week later, Leah messaged, "Hey stranger, kinda miss talking to you." But by then, Ethan was done playing, because he finally saw the truth. She didn't want him. She wanted the way he made her feel. Here's the lesson. Never let someone treat you like an option while expecting to be your priority. The moment you stop feeding the game, you either gain her respect or you free yourself. Either way, you win. Have you ever felt like someone only wanted your attention but never truly wanted you? Let's talk about it below. And if you're learning how to protect your peace, tap that like button and join the Stoic Spirit by subscribing now. We're just getting started. Sign 3, the let's just see where this goes. You've probably heard this one before. You ask her, "So, where are we heading?" And she smiles. "Let's not put pressure on this. I just want to go with the flow. I'm not ready for anything serious, but I really enjoy being around you." And what do most guys say? Okay, maybe she just needs time. Maybe if I'm patient, she'll come around. But here's the truth most men avoid. She already knows how she feels about you. If a woman genuinely wants you, she won't keep things vague. She won't need time to decide. She'll want to be with you now, not later. When she says, "Go with the flow," what she's really saying is, "I want the comfort of your presence without the responsibility of commitment." You're her emotional safety net, her temporary fix, a convenient placeholder, not her priority, not her choice. Let me tell you about Marcus. He was into this girl named Kayla, smart, beautiful, affectionate when it suited her. But every time Marcus asked, "What are we?" she'd laugh it off. "Why do we need to label things?" she'd say. Meanwhile, she was still dating other guys, keeping her options wide open, but Marcus waited, hoping she'd wake up and choose him. Months passed. Then one day, Kayla posted a photo, wrapped in another man's arms, her boyfriend. Marcus was stunned, but in truth, he should have seen it coming. She never saw him as her first choice, just someone to lean on, until the man she really wanted came along. So, how do you beat this game? Simple. You walk away from it. When a woman says, "Let's just see where this goes," you say, "No thanks. I know where I'm going, and I'm not waiting for someone who doesn't." Because a man of value doesn't wait around to be picked. He picks himself. And if a woman isn't fully in, he steps out. Have you ever been someone's maybe while she waited for someone better? Drop your story in the comments. And if you're done settling for half-hearted love, tap like and join the Stoic spirit by subscribing. You deserve more than let's see. Sign 4, the jealousy trap. You ever been there? You're talking to a woman. Things are going smooth. Then, out of nowhere, she starts dropping names. "My ex used to take me to these amazing rooftop places. There's this guy at work who flirts with me all the time. Oh, my friend Dylan says this dress makes me look hot. What do you think?" And just like that, she plants a seed. You start wondering, is she into someone else? Am I not good enough? Congratulations. You've stepped right into the jealousy trap. It's subtle, but intentional. Women use this move for one reason: control. By making you feel there's competition, she gets you to try harder, to chase, to prove yourself. She wants to see if you'll react, if you'll fight to win her over. And guess what? Most guys do. They get defensive. They overcompensate. Start talking about how they're better than the other guy. But that's the mistake. Because the moment you compete for her, you give away your power. Let me tell you about Lucas. He was dating this woman named Naomi. Charming, stylish, magnetic. But one day, she started bringing up her co-worker, Tyler. "Tyler says I should wear green more often. Tyler always cracks me up at lunch." At first, Lucas ignored it, but slowly, it got under his skin. He found himself texting her more, complimenting her constantly, trying to be better than Tyler. But the more effort he gave, the colder Naomi became. Why? Because she had him right where she wanted. Hooked. She knew he felt the need to prove himself, and she enjoyed the control. Until one day, Lucas flipped the script. The next time Naomi mentioned Tyler, he just smiled and said, "Tyler's funny. Good for him. Hope he doesn't cry when he finds out he's not your type." Then he changed the subject. Just like that. The game ended. Here's the truth. When a woman sees you're not fazed, when you stay calm and unbothered, she stops playing. So next time she tries to stir jealousy, don't take the bait. Don't argue. Don't compete. Stay still Stay sure of who you are. Have you ever caught yourself chasing after a woman just because she made you feel like there was another guy? Drop your experience in the comments, and if you're learning to stay grounded in your worth, hit that like and subscribe to the Stoic Spirit so you never lose your power again. Sign 5. The make him prove himself. Move. Some tests are quiet. Some are obvious. But they all have one purpose: to see what kind of man you are. You ask her out. She says, "Let me think about it." You compliment her. She shrugs. You plan something special. And she cancels last minute. What's going on? She's measuring you, seeing how much effort you'll pour in, how far you'll stretch yourself to win her. It's not always malicious, but it's always a test. And most men fall for it. They start chasing harder, thinking the more they do, the more she'll appreciate them. But here's the paradox. The more hoops you jump through, the less attractive you become. Let me tell you about Mason. He met a woman named Elise. She was stunning, witty, and magnetic. At first, they clicked, but then came the trials. She'd cancel dates the day of, take hours to reply, act distant, just to see his reaction. And Mason, he played along. He texted her good morning every day, planned thoughtful dates, always made time for her. And the more he gave, the more Elise pulled away. Until one day, he stopped. No drama, no warnings, just a shift. He quit overextending. He stopped trying to impress. He matched her energy. If she was cold, so was he. And then, everything changed. Elise started texting first. She made the plans. She showed up emotionally and physically. Why? Because she felt it. He could walk away. And that's the key. A woman only values what she fears she might lose. So if you feel like you're constantly having to prove yourself, stop proving. Start pulling back. Because the man who respects himself doesn't chase validation. He embodies it. In the end, everything comes down to one truth: self-respect. Some women will test you. Some will push your limits, just to see if you'll bend. But when you understand the game, you stop playing. You set the rules. A high-value man doesn't beg, doesn't chase, doesn't need to earn love. He walks forward, knowing that if she truly values him, she won't test his patience. She'll respect his presence. So now I ask you, have you ever found yourself working too hard to earn something that should have come naturally? Drop your story in the comments. And if you're done being tested, press that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Spirit for more lessons on masculine clarity. Because real strength doesn't chase, it chooses. So now the final question is yours to answer. Will you be the man who bends, twisting himself to earn approval, or the one who walks, leaving silence in his place, and a woman wondering what she just lost? Because when you know your worth, you don't chase validation. You carry it. And trust me, that kind of energy doesn't beg to be kept. It dares to be missed. If this video gave you a moment of clarity, a reminder of the man you're becoming, tap that like button to let us know you're awake. Subscribe to the Stoic Spirit for more guidance on how to stand your ground, stay centered, and move through this world unshaken. And hey, don't stop here. Your journey continues. Check out the next lesson waiting in the playlist. The answers you're looking for, might be one video away. Until then, stay calm, stay sharp, and never forget, a man who owns his value doesn't get tested, he gets respected.